Hello friends, welcome to Learn Russian Hindi.
So friends, how are you? I hope you are enjoying learning Russian. So today we will see some more vocabulary and some more grammar rules. So let me start the video, and first we will see the name of months, that is mesetsy. So all the months are masculine gender, that is mushkai rod. Mushkai rod, that is masculine gender. So in prepositional case they will take ye ending. So kagda, kagda means when. So as you can see, all the months are similar to English, but a little bit Russian touch. So this is Invar, Kagda, va Invare, Fevral, Kagda, va Fevrale, March, va Marche, April, va Aprele, Mai, va Maie, Iun, va Iune, Iul, va Iule, August, va Auguste, Sentiabre, va Sentibre. Here stress is shifted. Va Sentibre, Octobre, Octobre, Nayab, व Naibre, Decabre, व Decabre. So these are the name of months. So it's almost similar to English name of months, but little bit Russian touch is there. Now we will see some next grammar rules. As you can see, so if you have to ask the name age of any person, so how you ask in Russian, that is how old are you? So skolka вам лет. Skolka вам лет. Skolka means how many. Вам means you. Late means old. Year. So it's a construction that is used for asking how old are you. Skolka вам лет or skolka тебе лет. If you address someone with we, so you will ask skolka вам лет. If you address someone with ты, so you will ask skolka тебе лет. If he has to answer, I am 21 years old, so he will answer Мне 21 год. Мне 21 год. How old is he? Сколько ему лет? Сколько ему лет? He is 22, 23, 24 years old. Same answer will be there. Ему 22, 4 года. He is 25 years old. Ему 25 лет. So as you can see that somewhere it is written God, somewhere it is Goda, somewhere it is Let. So what is the concept behind these? So for one year we use God, and 2, 3, 4 we use Goda, and 5 to 20 we use Let. Again for 21 we use God, 22 to 24 Goda, 25 to 25 to 30 Let, and again 31, 41, 51 for numbers ending with 1 we use God. Numbers ending with 2, 3, 4 we use Goda, and for 35 to 40, 45 to 50 rest all we use late. So this concept is uh, I hope this concept is clear to you. God, Goda or late. So if you have to say I am 37 years old, so you will say Mine 37 late. Now we'll see some more vocabulary. That is, 3 verbs are there in Russian: Говорить, разговаривать, рассказывать. So all these 3 are very confusing and similar to in meaning, but there is a little difference in these verbs. So what is говорить? Говорить means to say, to speak. So for example, we can see студенты говорят по-русски. The students are speaking in Russian. Студент говорит я живу в Москве. The student says I live in Moscow. So this is говорит, that is e conjugation. So я говорю, ты говоришь, оно говорит, мы говорим, вы говорите, они говорят. So it means to speak, to say. And now Razgovarivat means to talk, to converse. Studenti стоят в коридоре и разговаривают. Students are in the corridor and talking. So it means to talk. Now, рассказывать. Рассказывать. A whom, about whom, a whom, about what. To tell, to narrate. To narrate about what, to tell about what. Один студент рассказывает a книге. Its U is misprint. It's full stop. Один студент рассказывает a книге. One student was telling about the book. A книге, a матче. If you are telling something about or narrating something, so you will use рассказывать. So both these verbs, разговаривать and рассказывать, takes ye conjugation. Now another vocabulary, that is помнить and вспоминать. Помнить and вспоминать. So помнить, a whom, a whom, about whom, about what. So, помнить means to remember, and вспоминать means to recall. There is little bit difference between these. So всегда помнить, часто вспоминать. Always remember. If you remember someone, always. If you remember that what is the way to going some city, what is the uh, place of some place, what is the place of some market, something you remember always, that is помнит. Всегда помнит. And часто вспоминать. Часто means if you recall something, recall some story, recall some day, recall something. So часто вспоминать. Often you recall something. So don't confuse with these two verbs. So помнить takes e conjugation. Я помню, ты помнишь. And вспоминать takes e conjugation. Я вспоминаю, ты вспоминаешь. Now another verb, that is бывать. Bывать means to be or to visit. Both, in both terms it can be used. So for example we can see мы часто бываем в театре. We often go to theater. Literally it means we often be in the theater, but we can translate it like that. Мы часто бываем в театре. We often go to theater. Иногда у нас бывают гости. Иногда у нас бывают гости. Sometimes we have visitors, guests. At our place it's hidden, but it's understood. Sometimes we have friends. So bivayut can be used as to visit also. For visit, bivat can be used to visit also. Now another word, issue. Issue we can use like, issue means else. So we can use like кто issue, who else, что issue, what else, a чем issue, about what else, где issue, where else, issue raz, once more, and many more construction you can make with the verb, with the word issue. Issue means else. Now we will see another verb with new conjugation, that is pet. Pet means to sing. So its conjugation is я пою. Я пою, I sing. Ты поешь. Ты поешь, you sing. Он, она, оно поет. Мы поем. Вы поете. Они поют. So basically it's ye conjugation. This is verb for to sing, pet. Now the conjunction sto. As you know that sto is mean what? Sto means what? So but sto can be used as conjunction also. So sto means what also? In conjunction it means that. So for example you can see что это means what is this, and я думаю что он сейчас в университете. Я думаю что он сейчас в университете. I think that he is at the university now. So here что is used as conjunction. So before что we put a comma and it is used in conjunction and it means that. Now one more rule, No personal pronoun corresponding to English it is used in Russian impersonal sentence describing the state of the surrounding medium. Where no person is there, that sentences are called impersonal sentences. So in English, as we know, we use it for that. So in Russian it is not there. Like for example, вечером уже холодно. вечером уже холодно. So it is already cold in the evening. So it is not written in Russian, but we can translate like this. In Russian it is omitted. В комнате тепло. It is warm in the room. Там очень красиво. Oh, it's also a spelling mistake. U is not there. Only full stop is there. Там очень красиво. It is very beautiful there. So friends, that's all for today. We will meet in next video, and PDF of this video is given in description. You can download it and use for further reference. And if you like this effort, please share it to maximum people and subscribe the channel if you are new, and press the bell icon so that every video of our can be reached up to you. Every notification you will get. And I hope you are enjoying learning Russian. Thank you. We'll meet in next video. Till then, bye bye. Das vidanya.